Hey guys, it's Tony with For Money. On this episode, we are going to be purchasing the most amount of golf clubs I have ever purchased, and we are going to try to flip them for a profit. Okay, so right now I'm on my way to go take a look at these golf clubs. This is one of my favorite wholesalers in town. This is three huge pallets of golf stuff. Now, it's not typical for somebody to buy this amount of anything, but since it's golf related, I feel like I have a very special interest in it. This is going to be one of the biggest projects I've ever undertaken. It's probably going to take me 2 or 3 trips to get all this stuff to my house. And for about a couple weeks, my wife's not going to be able to park her car in the garage. So I just picked up the golf stuff, not even all of it. And my whole back seat of my truck is full of stuff. I am super excited because I've had golf stuff in my truck before, but never this much. Right now I have 2 pallets in the back of the truck, which I'll show you right now. The 3rd pallet, I'm gonna have to come back and pick it up. So let me show you what the back of my truck looks like. So this is what the back of my truck looks like right now. Full to the brim. I had to strap it down. It is massive. There is tons of stuff in there. Tons of stuff. So let me get home, unload it all. I have to come back out here. I'll send a picture of what the 3rd pallet looks like on my truck. But it is jam-packed, guys. This is a lot of stuff. I'm really excited. I didn't think this much stuff could fit in 3 of those pallets. This is pretty crazy. This is a massive amount of golf. I've flipped golf stuff in the past, but never this much. This is a golf store. This is a legitimate golf store in my driveway. So there's about 40 golf bags, and I think the retail value is about $6,500. Then we have all these dozen golf balls here. Now, I forgot the count. I mean, I can count them right now, but I think the retail value on this was about $1,500 on the golf balls. We have this push cart. You can put a full-size bag on here. The retail on this is about $130. This table, I'll be able to resell it for about $1,000. There's this really cool Scotty Cameron putter. It's a little bit older. That'll probably go for about $120. Another exciting part over here, there's about 40 wedges. I think the resale value of all these wedges is about maybe $1,200. There's a lot of really good ones here. There's some Clevelands, there's some TaylorMades. There's this TaylorMade R15 3-wood. That's a really cool one. I'm excited about that one. If it was right-handed, I might keep it. These 2 clubs I'm very excited about. This Callaway X Forge 3-iron by itself sells for about $200. This one sells for also about $200. So these are called chippers. The retail value on each of these is about $50. Obviously, I'm not going to be getting retail. There's 150 of these guys. At $50 a piece, that's $7,500 in retail in just these clubs. And then lastly, we have this box right here full of grips, gloves. I'd say there's about $1,000 in here. There's a lot of high value stuff in there. All that stuff that was in the 3 pallets is all here, guys. Everything is right here in my driveway. I know we haven't said it yet, but here it is. We paid $4,500 for all of this stuff. This was an opportunity I could not pass up. There's so much things in the past that I've flipped, and I've always said, man, I wish I could just get more of it. Can I just get more of it at one time? And here it was. Nothing has sold yet, right? This is just me laying it all out. I'm gonna post that picture on the Facebook Marketplace and say, need golf stuff? Ask any questions. I'll see if I have it. That's literally what I'm gonna do for Facebook. The higher end stuff on eBay, of course, I'll sell it individually. I don't have a challenge associated with this video because I really have no clue. I'm hoping we spend $45. I'm hoping we can double our money, walk away happy, and use that to buy more stuff. But honestly, guys, I have no idea. I'm kind of nervous right now, but I'm also very excited because I've never bought this much golf stuff. So I posted the giant picture of all the clubs on the Facebook Marketplace. Just my phone has been blowing up. I just had the first guy show up about 20 minutes ago, and I'm not going to tell you about every sale that happens, but the first one I'm pretty excited. He bought a bag, a set of clubs, a glove,
and some tees, and he paid $238. So the retail on that was about close to $700, but I mean, he got a really great deal. The irons, I probably could have sold them for a little more, but I was so excited to get the first sale.
Okay, so it's been a little less than a day. I'm just gonna say the last 15 hours or so have been pretty wild. The listing in about 5 or 6 hours on Facebook had about 2,000 views. In the past, I've posted stuff before and I've had 20-30 views in an entire week. This had 2,000 views. I've had about 120 people reach out to me through Facebook Messenger looking for stuff. I've had 4 people come by. Each of them bought something. I've had close to 700 in sales in just those 4 visits. And mind you, they're taking some of the really good stuff, but I mean, there's still a ton of it left. We haven't even made a dent in it. People are reaching out to me too from South Texas, which is about 5 hours away, asking me if they can come see their stuff. And I'm like, I live 5 hours north of you. And apparently they said they want to come visit. So that's going to be pretty wild. Everybody who's come by so far, it's been a pleasure, because I'm just kind of chatting it up with them for a little bit. Because it's golf, I'm really enjoying it. Yes, there's a profit to be made, but I'm really enjoying the process. This one guy even gave a lesson to here in my front yard. It was just like a little 5-minute instructional, and he took my phone number down, and you know, he said he wants to do lessons. I'm like, hey, I'm not that much better than you, but hey, let's do it, right? So in 1 week's time, I've had 360 people reach out to me on the marketplace. 360. And I have replied to every single one of them. Every single one. 360 people. That is ridiculous. Total views on the listing, 10,000 views. That is converted so far in 13 sales. Right now we are at 2,200 in sales. I also have like 80% of my inventory left. There's a lot of stuff left. Somebody who works at a pro shop in my town, they reached out to me wanting to buy stuff. And to me, that's flattering, but also very strange, because they work at a pro shop. They have access to a bunch of cool stuff, but yet they wanted to buy secondhand from some guy's garage. A lot of people have asked me if I've robbed a truck. Did I close down a store? There's just been a lot of activity, and it's definitely more than I expected. You know, some of this stuff I'm gonna have to start posting on eBay. I've done just strictly Facebook Marketplace.
Okay, so right now we're at about $3,600 recovered towards the $4,500 investment, and I have about 33 bags still left. I have about 22 to 23 dozens of the Max Fly golf balls, and I have about 130 of those Top Flight chippers, which I posted on eBay, and I'm really hoping that they sell soon, because that will get us back over into the positive, threshold. One really cool thing that happened, which I'm not a big fan of doing, but I did it because something wasn't selling. I was trying to sell this complete set of golf clubs. The retail value on it was $500. I was selling it for like $165. I had a ton of people reaching out, a ton of people wanting to buy it, but no one ever showed up. This one guy said, hey, would you be interested in a trade? In my mind, I'm thinking, no, not really, because then I'm still stuck with the item. But I said, okay, what is it? And then he gave me all of his stuff, and it's a ton of tools. And he said, how about we just do a straight up trade? And I think he really wanted the golf clubs, and I really wanted to let him go, so I did it. I went ahead and sold all of it put together, 200 and what was that, 20 bucks for everything, and we traded it for the clubs that I was selling for 165. So I mean, those are the kinds of things that I'm doing at this point, because I probably still would have had those clubs right now. A lot of people wanted them, but nobody came and picked them up. So we need about $900 more to break even. Everything else will be profit.
All right, guys, I'm really excited to share with you that I finally broke even on all the golf stuff. So it's been about 10 weeks now since I loaded up my truck with all that golf stuff. So right now, filming this clip, 10 weeks. Definitely my nerves and semi-anxiety are officially gone now, because $4,500 is a lot. And now that we've broken even and there's still some stuff left, I mean, I feel great about it, but I was a little bit nervous there for a second. So on the Facebook listing, we have 22,000 views. That is a lot of views for one listing on Facebook. It's just been ridiculous these last 10 weeks, how many views it's gotten. And of those 22,000 views, it's generated 780 conversations. That means 780 people reached out to me asking me, is it available? What do you have? I went back and forth with all these people. I promise you, I answered everybody's questions. If I'm gonna put a listing out there, I gotta be available to answer questions, right? 780, that is just mind-blowing. 780 people asking me questions over the last 10 weeks. That's just nuts. All right, so of those 780 people that reached out to me from the Facebook Marketplace, 50 people actually stopped by to check out my inventory. 50 people in the last 10 weeks, that's not bad. 43 of those people actually purchased something from me in person. 43. And those 43 engagements totaled $3,800 in sales. Locally, $3,800 in sales. That's just mind blowing. That's really, really awesome. And one of the coolest things about that is that everybody who came by, I got to kind of share my story with them, what I'm doing as my buying and flipping hobby and documenting it. First thing they asked me when I opened my garage is, whoa, did you shut down a store? Where'd you get all this stuff? I mean, nobody, not one person was like, yeah, that's a lot of golf stuff. No big deal. What do you have? No, everybody was like, wow, like what the heck? Like where did all this stuff come from? This is somebody's house. You've got as much stuff as a golf store. And to me, it's funny because it's true. Like, why does somebody have so much golf stuff? And like I said, I got to share my story with all these people. I got a few subscribers out of it. They turned on their phone, went to YouTube and subscribed right in front of me. So just because they were curious to see like, what the heck is this guy doing? Like, it's not a real job, it's a hobby. I actually sold a set to a guy in South Texas who put together a set based on just my pictures. And he said, look, I want this, and this. A buddy of mine from Houston was driving to South Texas one weekend. He took it with him, met the guy, got the cash, brought it back to me when he came by. That was just like one of the coolest sales. In addition to the stuff I posted on the Facebook Marketplace, I also posted some of those same items on eBay. I posted some high-end bags. I posted some of those very high-end driving irons, the 3 irons. There's some items that I didn't think would sell locally, and if they did sell locally, I would have to sell them for dirt cheap. So I sold them on eBay, and the total eBay sales was about $1,200. And after shipping and fees and everything they charge you, the take home was about $750. So that brings us to our break even of about $4,500. The Facebook Marketplace listing and eBay. That's it. Was it a lot of work? Yes, but I enjoyed it because one, I get to engage people about golf, right? I got to talk to people about their hobbies. I got to talk to people about their golf game. They asked me about my golf game, and we just engage for 5-10 minutes, and they buy something and they leave. Would I do it again? Of course, right? This is my hobby. There's this thought that comes to my head saying, would I have done all this work to sell every last item for break even? And I cannot get myself to say that I wouldn't do it because I had fun. There is some value in enjoying the process. That's what drives me to keep doing it because it's really fun for me. There's some people that want lessons from me. They never seen me swing a club. They just asking me questions about golf. They want to grow their game. So they initially came to me to buy some stuff, and they're getting lessons out of the deal. I mean, I don't give lessons that often. Every now and then I do to buddies, but random people asking me, hey, can you do lessons? I mean, that's really cool. I'm not gonna double my money or triple my money like I like to on a lot of my purchases because this was huge. If I buy something for under $100, $200, yeah, I kind of know what the margin is gonna be. But $4,500 in golf, I had no idea what it was gonna bring. My wife's car still does not fit in the garage, but that's okay, I hope. I calculated the total retail to be about $18,000 to $19,000 for everything. That's retail, right? You're never gonna get retail. Even the retail stores probably don't get retail. So 18, 19,000 was just telling me, look, there's potential for all this stuff. Once I get to 4,500 bucks, I'm safe. Let's go see what's left and then we'll talk about it. Look at all this stuff. You would think I had everything from the beginning, but this is everything that's left after the break even. Look, we have right on 20 bags. We got this little kids push cart. We have all these lefty clubs. A lot of the good ones are taken, but there's some really good ones in here. We got this whole table full of little accessories. We got gloves, tees. Those are the only balls that are left. We have some right-handed clubs over here, not too many left. And of course, I know you saw them. They've got all these chippers left. I've sold a few. We're down to about 110. I've got them on eBay, so I'm hoping they'll sell so I can get these things out of my garage. I have this Scotty Cameron putter that I originally said was an old putter. It's actually a pretty cool putter. I know I said early 90s or early putter, and I was right, but there's nothing wrong with that. These Scotty Cameron putters are actually very collectible, and this one's in really good shape. So with a lot of the stuff I buy, I always try to keep something, so I'm gonna keep this one. I was getting a little anxious about getting to the break-even point, so I almost listed it just to speed up the process, but I'm glad I didn't because I'm just gonna keep it. I don't know if I'll use it. It's really cool, so it's mine now. The value, everything we have left right now is about $11,000 to $12,000. My best case scenario, everything here, once I sell it, I can probably get about $2,500 for everything you see here. There's a lot of stuff left. I'm not as worried anymore about what I'm gonna do with all this stuff. It's a bunch of stuff still left. I learned a lot, got to meet a lot of people. I had a lot of fun, guys. I had a lot of fun doing this. Guys, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. All right, guys, see you next time.